हाय नमस्कारम एंड वेलकम बैक। वो कहते हैं ना, एक रिलेशनशिप में अगर झगड़े होते हैं इसका मतलब वो रिलेशनशिप में प्यार है। ट्रस्ट में ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। टुडे आई विल बी शेयरिंग विथ यू 6 लेसन दैट आई हैव लर्नड फ्रॉम माय ओन रिलेशनशिप दैट हेल्प मी keep my relationship stable and stronger over the years. Number one is every relationship should be built on the foundation of friendship. Now, what's the difference between friendship and relationship? Simple. If your friend call you today, then you are fine with that. If it doesn't call you, then you are fine with that. If she goes out with you, you are fine with that. If she doesn't go out with you, you are still fine with that. But when it comes to relationship, you kind of start expecting from the other person that this would spend in the entire time with you only. That's not it. If they go out with somebody else, you start feeling insecure. If they talk to somebody else for a longer period of time, you start feeling insecure. And these are the reasons for which we start putting boundaries on the other person, that you cannot talk to anybody else, you cannot go out with anybody else, you should spend the entire time with me only. So all these rules in a relationship creates a bondage for the other person, because of which most of the relationship now gets broken. And this is one of the biggest reason because of which the relationships are getting broken. Positiveness, the expectation that we are having for the other person. Second thing that actually helped our relationship make more stronger was playfulness. Today if you go outside and dance somewhere, you will find elderly people would be saying, ये क्या बच्चे जैसी हरकतें कर रहे हैं, बड़ा हो जा, थोड़ा सीरियस हो जा लाइफ के लिए. The entire world is planning to make you not to be a playful person, but trust me, when I say playful, you enjoy every bits and pieces of it. दुनिया में चाहे जो भी चल रहा हो, आपके जॉब की लाइफ में जो भी चल रहा हो, उनके जॉब की लाइफ में जो भी चल रहा हो, बट व्हेन यू कम बैक टू होम, इफ यू कैन पोक ईच अदर एंड लाफ बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, then that is when you enjoy the relationship, and that is when you feel the relationship is worth it. Now, तीसरा and most important thing is we never solved any problem. Usually intellectual people, what they think is, if we are having some problem, we need to sort it out. It is more like you have cut open a person through a knife and then you're trying to sew with the same knife. If you want to sew with the same knife, then it is not going to be possible, right? And every problem that you think is there is only created by your own mind only. And if you try to use the same mind to fix the problem, then you will only be trying to fix your ego, trying to satisfy your ego. But apart from that, no problems are going to be fixed. And on top of that, what will essentially happen is that you will start remembering those problems more and more and more, because you are eventually repeating those problems to your mind and your subconscious brain, your conscious brain. Everybody will be trying to focus more energy into it so that you remember them. So that is why it is essential for you to leave those problems. Every single time something happened between us, we always left it. We never tried to solve. Initially, in the initial phase of our relationship, I tried to solve, but most of the time I knew that these things are not working. So I saw her, she is not taking care. I mean, she is not worrying about any of those things, and every single time something wrong is going between us, she is forgetting the other day. And then I tried to do the same. And when I started following the same, we never fought. And even if we fought, it never felt like we fought, because we do not remember anything. Everything, something goes wrong, we just do not talk to each other, and after some times nothing happened. Next, you always should be together. Usually what happens is your life will not allow you to stay together. आपकी जॉब लाइफ है, पर्सनल लाइफ है, पेरेंट्स, फैमिली, each other की हर डिफरेंट नीड्स के वजह से you will always be separated. But whenever you are together, you must be together. And what I mean when I say together, usually you will be seeing कि नॉर्मल इंडियन घर में क्या होता है, पापा कहीं टीवी देख रहे होंगे या फिर न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ रहे होंगे, मम्मी खाना बना रही होगी. This is how they live. Correct? And right now in today's world, what happens is, because of the mobile phones, we have started engaging ourselves more into mobile phones even during when we are together. So these things must not happen. When you are together, when you are at home, if you have nothing to do, you must be for the other person. अगर आपके पास कोई काम नहीं है, if your spouse is cooking something, you must be there. You do not need to do anything, you do not need to help anything, just be by their side, just be there, because that creates a different environment for the other person. Trust me. Now, there are two more reasons because of which most of the relationship gets broken these days, which are more sexual in nature. One is having intimacy. When you are having intimacy, it should be out of love. It should be an expression of love, not an wildness of the lust. Next one is the loyalty is in the genuineness. That when you are having a person in your life, the amount of love that you are doing to that person, the amount of life energy that you are putting into like investing in that relationship, you should be worrying more about that. You might find someone interesting, you find someone looking more good, looking cute, kind of cute, but the amount of life that you have invested in your relationship is something that you should always take care of. It is for each person in the relationship, because out there you will find lot many distractions. But when it comes to your own relationship, if somebody is approaching you or somebody is approaching the other person, it is more of your duty to say no to those things and be into your relationship more. Because when you say no and be in your more relationship, become loyal to your own relationship, even if you do not tell the other person, it's something that you feel within. You feel really good about your own relationship. It's my relationship is perfect and this is enough for me, I do not need somebody else. Even if you like something to do and you make sure that my relationship is not getting hampered because of this like of me, then you make the relationship perfect. And this is something that you have to always sacrifice if you see something good out there, but that good thing is having some impact on your relationship, no negative impact, make sure you do not go for it. Now there are 6 things, but there is one more thing that I must tell you, is that once you love, you always love. Irrespective of the other person something doing wrong, something doing right, if the other person is going for somebody else or something, even if they do something wrong in the relationship, once you love them, you always love them. It should not be happening like once you love them, you love them, but when they get into some trouble, you just move away from them because they hurt you, they cheated on you or something like that. Every single time, if you have loved once, then you must love completely. I know most people will not be able to do it. Most people feel like this is something that should not be done, but that's how I am. That's how this relationship actually managed for a longer period of time. And I hope you have got something out of this video. Not every point that you might follow, but any point if you can follow and you can put in your life, then I can assure you that your relationship is going to be your relationship would be a little bit better compared to yesterday. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.